Okay, let's take this F registration, so I think it's 1988-89 Land Rover 2.5 turbo diesel 90 for a spin. Starts nicely, little puff of smoke just on start up, as you always get with these 2.5 turbo diesels, but once it's started it's nice and smoke free. I've done 117 miles in this now. I did a 115 mile trip in it last night. I have to say, I really can't fault it to drive. Uncannily, it's one of the nicest 90s or Defenders that I think I've ever driven all round. Might help if I shut the driver's door properly. That's it. But it was absolutely superb last night. Didn't miss a beat. Just nothing really to criticise at all. Anyway, what can I tell you about it? Showing 139,000 miles. That rattling in the back is just some stuff I've got in the back rather than the vehicle. Starts on the button, no misfiring, hesitancy or overheating. Just nothing at all really from the motor. It just gets on with the job. Stuff I've got in the back is really rattling, but it is it's a big winch I've got in the back rather than the vehicle itself. It's got power steering, this one, so steering nicely. All I can criticise, the steering wheel is about 20-30 degrees off. The track's pretty straight. We'll try on a piece of road without a camber in a minute. Anyway, yeah, lovely motor. Clutch is fine. Gearbox is really good. There's no synchro problems or whining at all from the box. In fact, the whole drivetrain seems pretty quiet. Quite often on these they can get a bit whiny, but this one is exceptionally quiet for one of these. It's not silent, don't get me wrong, but much quieter than a lot of other ones that I've driven. But no, to drive, it's well, as I say, I really can't fault it. It's very, very good indeed. All I can find amiss, the heater blower motor isn't working, which is not uncommon on these. And I don't think the fuel warning light is working, because when it's on a quarter of a tank as it is now, normally the fuel warning light would start to flicker, and I haven't seen it at all, so maybe the fuel warning light isn't working. That's it. Speedo in front of us, yeah, track's nice and straight. Fuel gauge, temperature gauge, everything functioned properly there. But no, rides nicely. There's no backlash in the transmission or anything. It's just a really good one to drive. Quite impressive considering it's now 20 years old. Inside here it's just standard spec basically. It's got the easy clean interior, which you can hose out. There's it's standard in the back. It's a van back, this one, so there's no seats in the back or anything. Unfortunately, we seem to be stuck behind a lot of slow traffic, so I can't give it too much, but so it cruised quite happily last night. All in all, I'd say if you want a sort of a trouble-free one, you can just get in and do some green laning and then have some fun. So this fits the bill really. Doesn't need anything spending on it. Turn off here. Brakes nicely in a straight line as well. There we go. Good. The stuff I've got in the back really is flying around. Just strapped it down. Yeah, just a thoroughly pleasant one all round, this one. That's about it. My name's Simon. You can reach me on 0771 906 9353 or in the office on 0118 946 3352 if you've got any issues or queries with regard to this F registration Land Rover 90 turbo diesel. End.